Welcome into the Commanders Report. I am your host, Jack Sperry. Today we are talking NFL draft, specifically Daniel Jeremiah's mock draft 1.0 just came out the other day, and he has a very interesting take on who the Commanders are going to take at number 16 overall in this year's NFL draft. And with the 16th overall pick, he has them taking, drumroll please, the cornerback out of Penn State, Joey Porter Jr., one of my favorite cornerback prospects in this entire NFL draft. I am going to be breaking down his scouting report in just a second, what I like about him, what I don't like about him, the risks involved. But before we get into that, go ahead and subscribe to the Commanders Report right now if you want more Commanders videos in the future. Right now, this channel is competing with 4 new channels here at Chat Sports, and the one that gets the most subscribers here after about a month is going to get a full-time channel. So if you want to show that the Commanders fan base is worthy of a full-time channel here at Chat Sports, go ahead and smash that subscribe button right now. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody that loves the Commanders to subscribe to the channel so we can get a full-time channel here. All right, so let's break down Joey Porter Jr., one of my favorite prospects in this year's NFL draft. He graded pretty well this past year. Now, he's pretty raw still, right? Only 73.2 grade, which is only good for 243rd out of 915 college cornerbacks this past season, which is still pretty decent, but there's still some room for growth, in my opinion, with Joey Porter Jr. But right now, I mean, number 21 overall on the PFF big board, number 12 in the consensus big board. It shows just how highly thought of Joey Porter Jr. is in the draft media right now. He's going to go high. He's going to go round 1. These are the reasons why. Number 1, he's got great size at 6'2", 196 pounds. He's got some of the longest arms I have ever seen from a cornerback prospect. This guy's going to be able to get his arms and his hand on a lot of footballs if he can play polished football, and he's also super fast. Like, he's got the physical traits, he's got the speed, he's got everything that you look for in a true lockdown cornerback. He can stick with the fast guys. He's got the size to stick with the bigger wide receivers, and he's also got some big-time strength. Like, at 196 pounds, this guy is extremely strong. He's incredibly difficult to block in the run game. Wide receivers cannot block this guy, so if you try to throw a screen out to the outside where this guy's at, it's going nowhere. Plain and simply, this guy's a great tackler on that outside there, and he's also a hard hitter. He makes you feel it when he hits you. He's got the physical makeup at the end of the day to be a true lockdown number 1 cornerback in the National Football League. He has the chance to be the best cornerback in this draft class, and there are some very, very good cornerbacks in this draft class. So to have that honor to be that number 1 cornerback taken in this year's draft, which Joey Porter Jr. might end up being, would be a very, very high honor because there's definitely some other big names out there. But you might be asking yourself, what's the catch here, Jack? Why did he fall to number 16 if he could be a truly special cornerback prospect for the Commanders? Here are some of the things I see on tape that are a bit concerning. Number 1, he does get a bit grabby. There are some holding penalties. There are some defensive pass interference penalties. He is very, very aggressive as a corner, but personally, I would rather have someone be a little too aggressive and you have to coach him up to be a little less aggressive than somebody that doesn't have that dog in him and you have to try to put that in there. And then number 2, there's not much experience in press. Plain and simply, guys, lots of cover 3, lots of off coverage at Penn State. There are some press reps at Penn State, some of them, and he's actually really, really good in press when he gets in there. But I think with his skill set, he's going to have to be a press corner, and he's going to have to get more experience there on the outside with press, with hand fighting, all these different things. He's going to have to get more reps. He's going to have to get used to that at the NFL level. And then number 3, he needs to get more polished. Plain and simply, guys, some people think that he can only be a press corner because his instincts in zone coverage definitely need to get better. These sorts of things. He's definitely more of a guy that is being projected as a press man corner, somebody that goes to a defense that plays a lot of press, and quite frankly, Washington doesn't really play a lot of press, so it'll be definitely interesting to see if Ron Rivera and company are interested in Joey Porter because he does project to be more of a press man corner at the NFL level, but I think he's got the skill set to do whatever it takes. Now, if they don't want to go get Joey Porter Jr., here are some other names that the Commanders could be considering. Number 1 on my list is Christian Gonzalez. I think that he is the best cornerback in this draft class. If he falls to number 16, I think the Commanders have to take him. Then you got Devon Witherspoon, another really good player. I think he's probably going to go top 15. as well. But if he falls to the Commanders, I would seriously consider taking him. He has the best tape out of any of these guys in this year's class. Cam Smith is another good player, but he's kind of falling down draft boards right now, so I guess we'll see if the Commanders would consider taking him at 16. Then Kelly Ringo, probably not going to be there, or probably not going to be an option for the Commanders at 16. He is falling a bit. I think he'll probably go late round 1. So Joey Porter Jr., somebody that I would probably rank as the number 3 cornerback in this year's class, in a very loaded cornerback class. So if Devin Witherspoon and Christian Gonzalez are off the board by the time the Commanders are picking at number 16, I think Joey Porter Jr. would be a fine pick for Ron Rivera and his Washington Commanders. So go ahead and go into the comment section right now and grade this pick from Daniel Jeremiah. A, B, C, D, or F. For me, I am going to give it an A-. Maybe not the best prospect for the Washington Commanders, but he definitely projects as someone that could be a truly special player. So at the end of the day, I will give them an A-. Let me know what you think in the comment section.